Ooh, yeah.
Hello world, hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This afternoon I am with my mother. It is Mother's Day and my mother is joining me for this special Mother's Day interview. She giving me that look. Anyway, when we say hi to the channel, say hi YouTube, say hello.
Hello.
Alright, so this lady, for those who know that she don't like to take pictures. She tell you don't put my pictures on Facebook. I don't want anybody to don't put me on any social media. I don't know what you know about social media, but I got her to consent to do this interview this evening. So welcome. And firstly, I'd like to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. For those whose mothers are with them, those whose mothers are in heaven looking down. For some persons this is a very rough time because some persons have lost their mothers. But fortunately for me, my mother is still here. Come smile for the cameraman. No makeup face. so she's with me this evening. I'm just going to do a little interview. I didn't pre-prepare her. I don't tell her any of the questions that I'm going to ask her. But I'm just going to ask her and she's going to answer. So by the way, her name is Joyce Mighty. Miss Joyce, I call her. Doesn't know it's Miss Joyce, but her name is Joyce Mighty. And Miss Joyce, tell me, what is the best thing about being a mother? What is the best thing about being a mother?
The best thing about being a mother?
Look at the camera.
To see your children grow up and you are with me. The best thing of being a mother, you own something.
You own something.
You own a child.
You own a child. Okay, you can call it own, but yeah, that's the best thing about being a mother for you.
Whether bad or good, but thank God I have good children.
Thank God you have good children. So you own, you're proud of them, whether they're bad or good. You have a certain amount of affection for them, and you own them. And you say you own them, whether them bad, whether them good. You say they are mine, right. And you accept them for who they are. So you say that is the best part about yes. being a mother now. So tell me, what was I like as a child? Mm-hmm. What was I like as a child? I'm very interested to hear this.
Lord of mercy, a child.
What was I like growing up?
Last of 5. Mm-hmm. 8 years apart from the last one. Mm-hmm. And you were stuck to a mother. You never stopped breastfeeding till 2 years old.
And she come on YouTube and tell the people that I never stopped breastfeeding till 2 years old. Yeah. Jesus have mercy. What a disgrace and embarrassment for me.
All when I come from work, I have to say, I have to give you breastfeed. I have to single bad love.
YouTube, I'm very embarrassed now. I'm very, very embarrassed. The YouTube, how have I changed, or how was I then?
Short, you love short dresses.
Me love short clothes. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Very short clothes, and don't hear the clothes is short. You're not giving them away. You don't want to see nobody in your clothes.
So I didn't want to give away my clothes. Mm-hmm. I was very attached to my clothes.
Yes.
God have mercy. What else? Just that? No more?
And you, very early you take up, you act like a woman.
That's a very early me act like a woman?
Yes, because I always take you to school when I'm going to work. And when you reach the clock, you say, Mommy, I can go around there myself, you know, that is round Church Street. When I send for you, everybody, they say, look down the street and you don't see her coming round to you. Before 6-year-old, you know.
Well, so I was able to travel on the road by myself before 6-year-old.
Yes.
Can't try that now because now it's a different time. But
and it was Maypen Street too. Busy street.
It's a busy Maypen Street.
and you travel now, always wait for me at the office. But you said to me, say, I'm going, I can take the taxi and go home. So when you reach the clock, you took the taxi and you reach home.
Okay then, I hear you. So you say I was very independent from my early
From
age.
my early days. When you are to go to you, you went all the way, make your application, do your own thing, and I only get a message that you are to come in certain time. And it was a Sunday and I have to go in. And during your teenage or early time, you're not doing no housework. Just sit down, read all the night, the door, the lamp, the light is on, and you in there study. Study, read books, the bed pack of books.
Lord have mercy. You said just studious into the books.
See, into the books. But luckily she has a big sister who pouch her and do everything for her.
I said luckily I have a big sister who do everything for me.
And her big brother carry her when she come down.
When after you had 4 children and 8 years later you found out that you were going to have another child, what went through your mind?
Me? Boy, I was so vexed.
You were so vexed.
Then I said, the plan is, you start with a girl and you close with a girl. It must be for a reason.
I said, must be for a reason.
And then the reason is this. The girl come out, I don't have no trouble with her for school. I have to dig others for study this, do you? But I never have a problem with her.
So what advice do you have for mothers now? Tell me what kind of advice, as somebody who has been mothering for so many years, what kind of advice you have for mothers?
My advice for mothers, train them up in early start them early. From you say you conceive. You give them to the Lord. Somebody would say, from they are in your belly, you train them. And when they come 3 months, you carry them to church and bless them. You don't leave them there. Always have them in the church. You draw them at church, you don't let them all about to go in the lane and send them out to friends on weekends. No, that is not enough for me. When they're big, you win them. But still you pray for them and you check them out. But you try to grow the child in the church, grow them to be godly, God-fearing. If them even buck, they will come back. For the seed is sown in them. So mothers, that's the good thing about it, and push them in their education. Sometimes they will play you out, Some of them will, like them will do things and they must study, but they not study. So parents, we have to live a godly life. You may not have so to give them, but you try your best. Give them what you can. Try your very best and sit with their comfortable. And the thing about it, when some children don't view it and don't you run them out early and then not so funny. Them and them warn yourself you go live by themselves. But suppose they don't feel to leave the house. You have to see with them. For the other boy never leave the house.
Mommy is scandalous bad. They say he never leave the house.
The one that is 8 years older than Jesse. Never leave you.
Was I never leave your frontier?
You know, so as much as he has his own house and wife, every day he stop by this house until he eventually come back to live here.
Oh
So children, you can't win them, you know. They never win.
So you say no matter how old they get, the children will always be your children.
Yes,
No matter how
always be my child.
no matter how old.
My children. And do them in the fear of God. Thank God for them up to now. I don't think not one of them make me feel
So none of them not gonna make you shame.
shame.
So none of them not shame you. Lord have mercy. Yes, Mother, thank you for joining me on this program this afternoon. And happy Mother's Day. Alright, so I am in these two boys, they're a little mini studio. So what the name is, the Mighty's Production. Mighty Production, their studio. And so today, in honor of Mother's Day, I'm asking them to make a little Mother's Day beat for me. A little Mother's Day song so I can put in this video. But what we know is that as much as all of us are celebrating Mother's Day and we are happy for Mother's Day, there are some persons whose mothers are not with us anymore. Just like Marcoje and Isle, they lost their mothers, 5 years ago? Yeah. 5 years ago in 2016. And so this special segment is dedicated to Tamaya Irvin Mighty, mother, friend, everything. And so I'm going to start with Isle. Isle was just 3 years old, but I'm going to ask Isle to tell me a memory that he has of his mommy.
Okay, the memory that I have is when I go to her
I look in the camera. Mm-hmm.
When I go to her shop and she always buy this roll with sweets on it. And she always get up late in the night and goes on her laptop and work. And I always go to her school where she teach at.
Okay.
Daddy picks her up.
Alright, so Marcoje would have been older, so Marcoje would have had more clearer memories. So tell me now, Marcoje, what are the memories that you have of mommy?
I remember she was studying late at night, and then she carried us to the shop to get Pepsi and Sweetie, and I also remember picking her up.
Picking her up from where?
School.
Oh, from her school that she taught at.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your memory of her.
Yes.
These are your memories of your mommy. Alright, so even though she's not here anymore, she is looking down and she's smiling. So you can both say, what are you going to say to her? She's still, you can't see her, but she can hear. What are you going to say to her?
Happy Mother's Day,
What are you have to say, Ayel?
I don't know.
You don't know. Alright, so we're going to continue making the beat for Mother's Day. So you can say Happy Mother's Day to Grandma now. Say Happy Mother's Day to Grandma Irvin.
Happy Mother's Day, Grandma Irvin and Grandma Mighty.
Marco, your time.
Happy Mother's Day, Grandma Irvin and Grandma Mighty.
Alright, back to the beat making now.
Let's go. Today's Mother Day, yeah. Yeah. We come celebrate, yeah. Yeah. The love and care, yeah, is always here. My mother is the best indeed.
Indeed.
She's always there for me. My mother is the best indeed.
Indeed.
She's always there for me.
My mother, my queen, my friend, my love to the very end. You're my mother, my queen, my friend, my love to the very end. Oh yeah.
Today's Mother's Day, yeah. Yeah. We come to celebrate them, yeah. Yeah. The love and the care, yeah. Yeah. Is always here, yeah. My mother is the best indeed.
Indeed.
She's always there for me.
Yeah.
My mother is the best indeed.
Indeed.
She's always there for me.
My mother, my queen, my friend, my love to the very end. You're my mother, my queen,